Football player over there at Absegami High School who recently competed with the Tri-Cape Carpenter Cup team. So we'll bring her in and talk a little bit of high school softball here for the next few minutes. How you doing, Becca?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's your summer going so far? I know you recently competed in the Carpenter Cup over there in Philadelphia. What was that experience like for you?
It was totally awesome. We had a lot of very good girls from different schools all over South Jersey, and it was just a great experience to play with some of our closest rivals.
Now, were you involved with that last year?
No, I wasn't. It's only sophomores and juniors.
Right. Okay. So this was your first experience with that. What was that like when you played your first game? It's kind of a neat tournament over there in South Philadelphia, and like you said, you're playing with a bunch of girls you played against and have read about throughout the season. So, had it been a cool experience being teammates with some of those girls?
Yeah, it was. Showing up in Philly, I had no idea that there was even ballparks in there besides the big stadium. So the fields are very nice, and just showing up there and seeing the games before it's played, it was just so much higher level compared to regular high school season.
Right.
So as soon as we're warming up, you could just tell that everything was going to be a very fast-paced game, and it was going to be a whole lot of fun to play.
Did you feel like you were prepared for that tournament? You had a pretty good year this year with the Absegami team, and you guys played some real good teams throughout the season. Did you feel like you were ready for that kind of all-star competition?
Yeah, I was definitely prepared for that. And we actually had 3 practices together, so we all eventually got to know each other's skill level, which was very good.
What was the coolest thing about that tournament? I know it's kind of a crazy tournament. You can play as many as 3 games in a day. Some days you're only playing 1 game. What's that tournament like compared to some other tournaments you might have played in?
The fact that the competition all matters there, whether you win or lose, can make or break your whole outcome of the tournament. So on Monday we ended up playing 3 games and won all 3, which was great because that put us ahead in the tournament. And had we kept winning our next 2 or 3 games, we could have made it all the way. But we lost our last 2 games on Wednesday and Thursday, which knocked us out of the tournament.
Was that kind of a disappointing end for this team, or did you just feel like, hey, this was a really cool thing to be a part of and get a great experience out of?
It was a very, very cool thing to be a part of and a great experience. But being defending champs last year, we had a lot of very high expectations for this team, and we had quite a few girls that were returning from playing last year on the team, and me, along with Coach Pickett and all the other coaches, we had very high expectations to make it back to the finals and potentially win.
Talk a little bit about this past year at Absegami. I know you guys are kind of looking to rebuild that program into a winning program again, and you took a step towards that this year. Had a real good season there with the Braves. What's the feeling on this team going forward into next year?
We're looking forward to hopefully get some new freshmen on the team. I heard that there's some very good freshmen that are supposed to be coming up. Also, as well as get our players better and try to polish everyone up and just get us all around better and ready to compete at a high level and, compete for the state championship like we've always been trying to do.
Yeah, no, I was talking to your coach earlier in the season, and this is a squad that really struggled to even win a game a couple years ago, and here you are now, kind of in the thick of things with the in terms of the Cape Atlantic League American Conference. That's got to be great for you as you progress in your high school career to be part of this team that's making Absegami softball competitive again.
Yeah, my freshman year we were 7-14, and then this past season, we were able to go just about 500 and finish 12 for 11.
How important is it for you guys? I know you have some underclassmen there who are really big parts of this team, Bobby Beck, the pitcher, and some other girls on that team. How important is it for you guys to take that next step next year and really become a contender for the league title?
Next year, Bobby Beck, she's going to be a senior along with Tiffany Bell and Sarah Pietropolo. So next year will really be our year to try to go all out and win the title before they leave. And we really need some rebuilding once they leave. So next year is going to be a big year for us.
And what kind of things are you guys doing in the summertime? Do you guys play together on a summer league team, or do you all kind of do your own thing in terms of staying sharp over the summer?
A bunch of us, we play on our own little travel teams, but we'll also have like some workouts over the summer and do weight room, and then like an hour of hitting in the cages or fielding together. Mm-hmm. So it's nice. Like we'll have the JV coaches there, or just the upperclassmen there running the practices. So it's nice to get some work in over the summer with our high school team. We're
talking with Becca Roesch, who is a softball player over there at Absegami High School. Very, very good player over there at Absegami. Got to ask you real quick, who's the best ball player in your family, you or your older brother, Drew?
I don't think I can answer that.
You going to take a pass on that question?
He's in the other room looking at me, laughing at me right now, pointing at himself, so I don't know if I can say that.
For the audience out there, if you don't know, Becca's brother, Drew, senior this year, just graduated, was one of the stars of the baseball team over there at Absegami, also a very good soccer player. What's it like been watching his career throughout your high school career and seeing all the success he's had? How much has that spurred you on to become a good athlete as well?
Watching the success of the baseball team the past 4 years as his senior class grew just really inspired me to want to go out and do my best for softball and soccer. And just watching him grow up as an athlete over his 18 years has just been amazing. So,
how much has that helped you as a softball player to have an older brother who plays baseball? I mean, did you guys, toss the ball around a lot when you were kids and doing batting practice and all that stuff? Were you guys close in that way?
Yeah, definitely. Growing up, we always would play wiffle ball in our backyard with a couple of neighbors, and he would help me out a lot. And with working out and stuff, he would always be there for me, and he just always tried to motivate me all through my high school career and even before that.
Yeah, they seem to have a really cool team there in terms of the guys that were on the squad this year for Absegami baseball. Really tight knit senior class. What was it like hanging out with those guys and your brother's friends? I'm sure over all the time. And what's that group of seniors like with guys like Matt Branco, Matt Ardente, and all the rest of those guys?
They're a great bunch of guys. I love it because whenever I go to the gym, they're always there together working. Even now after their senior year's over. So it's just really nice to see such a large group of guys be so close together all throughout their 4 years of high school.
Are you going to miss your brother, or are you glad you got the high school to yourself now?
I'm definitely going to miss him, but he'll only be a couple hours away. So
Nice. All right, Becca, I appreciate you taking a few minutes with us this morning, and good luck the rest of your high school career.
Thank you so much.
All right, that was Becca Roesch from Absegami Softball, one of the members of the Tri-Cape team over there in the Carpenter Cup.